Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time, you are welcome. Please kindly give us a follow and join the family. My regular subscribers, thank you guys so much. So in this video we'll be making this beautiful gown. So let's get started.
I did is to fold my fabric by 2, as you can see, and have my starting line, which is half an inch. Connect all the points like this. So once I'm done with that, next thing I'm going to get is my neckline. So I'm going 3 by 3 inches, and I'll connect the points like this. Next is to get my shoulder divided by 2, plus half an inch for seam allowance. Then I'll be coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect it to the neckline. So once I'm done with that, I'll get my armhole divided by 2. My armhole divided by 2. And that will serve as my chest line. This is to get my bust point, my under bust, my waist line, full length of my top. As you can see, so I'm going to draw a straight line and connect all those points in a straight line like this. So label it chest line, bust point, under bust, waist line. Is to get my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple divided by 2. To the full length. I'm going to connect it like this. To get my dart measurement. So I'm going 1 inch here and half inch here. Same thing here, 1 inch here and half inch here. So here I'm coming up by half an inch. I'm coming up by half an inch here at the full length. So I'm going to connect all the points. I'm going to connect this as well. So remember we went 1 inch here. So wait a minute. Then here I'm going to come down by half an inch. I'm going to connect it like this. I'm going to connect this as well. So I'm trying to bring the dart measurement up to the chest line. So at this chest line, I'll be going out by half an inch on the both sides. I'm going to connect it to this post point. I'll do the same thing to this side. You see? So everything is taking shape. So once I'm done with that, next thing I'm going to do is to start taking my body measurement. My bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll get the same thing here. Then my under bust divided by 4. My under bust divided by 4 plus these 2 inches of the dart and 1 inch seam allowance. Then for my waist divided by 4. My waist divided by 4 plus these 2 inches dart plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll bring it all the way to the full length. So I'm going to connect all the points. if you notice it has hand, so that next thing we're going to construct is the shoulder part. I'll be going out by, I'll be measuring 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to connect this here. So from here I'm going to measure 1.5. I'm going to connect it like this. So this will be for the hand. So this is it for the front panel. I'm going to cut this out now. So next thing I'm going to do is to get our curve at the waistline. So from this waistline, I'll be coming up by 1.5 inches at the waistline. I'm going to curve it like this. Curve it here. You see? I'm just going to trim it out very well. So I'm just going to cut it out now. Front panel. This is it for our front panel. So you can cut this out if you want. You can cut this out and attach it back. You can cut it out and attach it back. But I don't want to cut it out yet because I'm still making use of this front panel.
So for the back panel, I went ahead to draw out all the line, bust point, waistline, under bust, my neck and everything. Basically everything I did at the front. So next thing I'm going to do is to get my eyelet opening. So I went in by 7. If you notice, the back has an eyelet effect, not a zipper. So I'm removing 1.5 inches for that. Next is to get my dart measurement, which is half an inch on the both side, or you can do 1 inch and that we did at the front, but 1.5 inch is perfectly okay for me. So I'm just going to connect all these points the same way I did at the front part. Then I'll connect this to the chest line, not the bust line. So I'm just going to connect it back to the chest line because that is where my back is starting from. So once I'm done with that, I'll start taking all my body measurements, my chest divided by 4, my underbust divided by 4, my waist divided by 4. Remember to always add that allowance with your 1 inch seam allowance. Then I'll connect all those points like this down to the full length. So once I'm done with that, I'll go up by 1.5. Remember we did 1.5 at the back, at the front, sorry. So I'm going to 1.5 as well, and I'm going to connect it to this down that line. Next is to cut everything out. So guys, if you haven't subscribed up to this very moment, please kindly subscribe, join the family. Don't forget to like and share to your family and friends. Thank you. So this is it for the back panel. So I'm just going to label this center back, and I'm label this side back on the both sides. Please always label so you know which one is which, so you won't make mistake by cutting on your fabric. So next I'm going to do is to show you how I'm going to go in with my dash and spread. So I'm going to cut this out like an half inch or 1 inch, and I'm going to spread it to my new fabric just to get the gathered effect. So remember to pin it down or tape it down so you won't make mistake, also it won't shift. So that is basically all. This is the front panel and this is the back panel. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.